What's up, guys? It's Mcshwack, and today we're going to talk about the one thing that's on everyone's minds right now, the coronavirus. Now, I wanted to start this off by letting you guys know a little bit of a secret. I'm a grocery worker. So that's mainly why I haven't been on my channel very much, is because I'm putting in all kinds of overtime at work, just trying to keep things stocked and things going. I know that it's not the world's greatest excuse, but it is the truth. I have no time to do anything for myself because I'm working so hard, well, basically at work, just trying to make sure that everybody's day-to-day needs are met. So I want to be honest with you guys, this video is going to seem more like a rant than it is anything else, but before you click away, please stay with me here. I'm going to talk about the things that I run into every single day, and then basically my opinions on how to solve this issue. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is this guy right here. I am so tired of seeing customers come into the store and they're wearing their gloves, and they're basically just not using them properly. Now, the reason I say properly is because, yes, gloves can help you. They are good for you. But I see people do many things like this where they get in their car, they put on their gloves, and they drive to the store. And then they get to the store and let's say they head over to produce, because that's usually the first door that people go through. And they grab their apples and their pears and all kinds of stuff like that. But then they leave the gloves on. Well, you don't need to shop with gloves on through the entire trip, because all you're doing is contaminating those gloves by touching every single surface that you're grabbing. And honestly, you don't even need to be wearing gloves when you're in the car. The proper way to be using gloves is put your gloves on before you grab your produce. Grab your produce. When you're all done with that, take your gloves off and continue the rest of your shopping. If you're really that worried about anything getting on your hands while you're shopping, then bring multiple pairs of gloves. Because honestly, gloves are supposed to be a one-time use thing. They're not supposed to be used throughout the entire trip. So if somebody else has contaminated an object and then you touch it with your gloves has the contamination on it, and you're just spreading it throughout the entire store. Woo-wee, that one went on for some time. But now that we've gotten past the gloves issue, I don't want to talk about it too much. Let's go on to the next most important thing, and that's washing your hands. Now, it seems silly that I have to even tell people this, but wash your hands, people. Actually, you know what? Beyond washing your hands, let's just go basic hygiene, people. I mean, there's customers that I walk by in the store and they just smell absolutely terrible. And it kind of baffles me, because before all of this stuff happened, you get a couple of customers that will like not smell the greatest, but I also have a store that's right next to a gym, so that kind of like helps a little bit. But gyms are closed now, and I smell a lot. I'm talking a lot of people that smell terrible. Now, I know we're all on lockdown, but you should still be able to clean yourselves. So if you stick with basic hygiene during this pandemic, it's gonna help out a lot, because you're cleaning off everything that needs to basically be washed away. If I can smell you from 6 feet away, then there's a real issue there. So basic hygiene, people. Now that brings us over to our next topic, and that's social distancing. Now, this is probably the hardest one to cover because there is a lot of situations that kind of exempt this rule. But 6 feet from everybody is the best way to go. It is what has been advertised just about everywhere. Now, let's talk about social distancing in a grocery store. Yes, I said 6 feet away from everybody is the best way to go, but I am a grocery worker, and let me tell you that if I stay 6 feet away from everybody in the store, I'm not going to be able to get my job done. So I want to address the fact that people are getting upset over the workers not practicing social distancing and not really paying attention to themselves. I see a lot of people actually meeting up at a grocery. Well, I don't want to say meeting up. They're not actually like calling up their friend like, hey, you want to go to the grocery store? Yeah, sure, that sounds good. Yeah, I'll meet you on aisle 9. Now, that's probably a little exaggerated, but it does seem like that at times. As I'm doing my work, I run into situations where I have to wait for people to move out of my way so I can get things done, but they're there for 10, 15 minutes and they're grouped up together talking to people that they haven't seen in quite some time. I get it. You haven't seen your friends. I've got friends that I haven't seen in quite some time, and it bothers me, but don't reunite with these people at a grocery store. It's not necessary, and you're not practicing social distancing, and on top of that, you're preventing me from doing my work. So please get out of my way. Now, it seems like I'm being really rude during this video, and I want to just let you guys know that that's not my intentions. I'm basically just venting to you guys and letting you guys know the stuff that I have to go through. But it does bring me to my final topic, and that is kindness. I'm noticing that kindness has pretty much gone out the window, and I'll admit it is a little bit on us, but it's also on customers as well. So customers are being rude to employees whenever they can't find something, or there's so many reasons that would be like a whole nother video. But customers are being rude to employees, and employees, we are starting to give a little bit of backlash, and it's mainly just because we're tired. I mean, we're putting in, 6 days out of a week just to keep things stocked, and then when customers are rude to us, it kind of upsets us a little bit. But besides that, I want to talk about the fact that we need to be kinder to each other, not just a relationship between customer and employee, but even just customer to customer and employee to employee. Everybody's going through the same thing right now, and everyone needs to stop and realize that we're all in this together, and we need to be a lot kinder to each other. If we're kinder to each other, we're all going to get through this in a better mental state than we currently are right now. Now, I do want to take a moment here to say thank you to everyone that has been watching my content on this channel. I appreciate all the support that you guys give me, and especially if you've made it all the way through this video, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm going to be trying some new content on this channel. I'm going to be trying to do vlogs just like this one, even though this one seemed more like a rant. But I do want to try some more stuff like this, so please let me know down in the comments. Did you guys enjoy this video? What did you not like if you didn't like something about it? Please let me know down in the comments. That way I can base my content off of you guys. I'm Mcshwack. I do gameplay videos and vlogs to help you grow. Thank you, and as always, stay awesome.